My name is Matt Hergenroeder. I'm the Dean of Students at the College of Information and Cyberspace. I graduated from West Point in 1989. I'm a field artillery officer. I've been in the Army for 27 years. I've served in Germany, in Korea, 4 tours in Iraq, and multiple places within the United States. My last tour before coming to the CIC was in the Joint Staff J8, where I worked program and budgeting issues. Well, there's 2 areas that I would really emphasize. One is our academic integrity policy, and the other one is our non-attribution policy. For the academic integrity policy, for my first 2 years, we had 3 violations. Within the last 3 months, we've had another 3 violations. So I just want to emphasize some common points that those cases had. One of which is the student didn't know what to cite or how to cite it. So if they have a question, they should contact the research librarian or their professor. Another thing is that the students get into a time crunch. Because life happens, the kids get sick, they couldn't log on to their computer, the paper is due on Monday morning and it's Sunday night, and they make a decision they normally wouldn't make. In those cases, I would say contact your instructor, let them know your circumstances, and ask for an extension to make sure that you're going to meet. It's probably going to affect your grade, but it's better than sitting on the 2nd floor of this building trying to explain to an academic integrity board why you made a mistake. The third thing is, if you're cutting and pasting and using that method to try to build your paper, that's probably not a very sound tactic, because inevitably you're going to lose a citation, you're going to forget where it came from, and you're not going to have your original thought. And your original thought is really what we're trying to get into your paper. So the most important thing I would say would be to make sure that you contact and communicate with your instructor. For the non-attribution policy, it simply means that you can't attribute to a name to anything that you hear here within the school. And so, because I came from the Joint Staff, and let's say we were talking in class about something and the Joint Staff really screwed it up, and I didn't feel comfortable sharing that example because I felt that someone may go back and tell my boss that I was bad-mouthing the Joint Staff, then everyone loses out on that anecdote, and maybe that is the one thing that would have turned a light bulb on for one of my fellow students. So because of that, for your fellow students, for your faculty, and for any guest speakers, there's a non-attribution policy.